Welcome to Cheap Joe's Art Stuff. My name is Julie and I'm here to impart some knowledge to you today via a 2-minute art tip. And probably won't be 2 minutes and probably won't be that much knowledge in this, but we're trying, we really are. But actually this is another edition of Ask Julie. We have grabbed a handful of your questions sent to us by our lovely viewers, and I'm going to do my best to answer your questions to the best of my ability. So here we go. We'll just see how this goes. See what comes of this. Let's see. When did you know art was going to be your future career? Probably last Wednesday. No, just kidding. I don't know. I started making art when I was very, very young. I guess it was when I was in college and I thought I was going to go into interior design, and I went to the orientation. I'd already signed up for the program and stuff and got in there, and there's just too many tote bags, too many monogram tote bags for me, my friend. And I just realized that I wasn't with my people, and I didn't think I could do 4 years of that, much less a lifetime of that. And I don't know why, but I got up from the meeting, walked out, went straight to, the registrar's office and changed my direction just like that. I didn't know what I was going to do with art from that point, and my father was not particularly happy with this impromptu decision without discussion. But I knew that that was the right direction to go. And then the other kind of formative experience I remember that was a little ping to the head that I might be on the right track. I was in high school, and my high school art teacher, Mr. Wilder, shout out, was like forcing me out of my shell, getting me to participate in these local art competitions and stuff. And one of the first ones that I was ever in, I won. And I could not believe it. And it wasn't because I thought I was so fantastic or whatever, but it was because of some of the other people that were in the show, and I couldn't believe that I won. One is a very, very famous painter who happens to live here locally, and I was just like, what? Huh? I can show you that this is the piece of art that won, but I was just kind of floored. And so it kind of let me know that you're capable of whatever it is that whatever direction that you want to go. So maybe you should think about this, since this is something that you enjoy. So it was a little, cosmic flick to the brain right there. Then, what is your most favorite media and what is your least favorite? Well, I don't know that it's necessarily one media, but I know that I'm definitely more comfortable in the drawing realm. I don't know. It's just stuff comes out and I don't have to think about it so hard. So whether it's colored pencil or graphite or pen and ink or any of those kind of drawing medias, charcoal, it just flows and it just makes sense to my brain. Painting takes a lot more effort for me. I mean, yeah, I could do it and stuff like that, but it's a lot more considered process. So whether it's acrylic, whether it's, watercolor, or even oil, which I'm not as experienced with, those are a little bit more of an undertaking for me. So I would say drawings where I really love to play. You have a unique collection of jewelry that we see. Where do you get it from? Yeah, jewelry is kind of like a thing with me. That ended up being my concentration in college at art school, not drawing or painting or anything. It was alloys and metal smithing and stuff like that. Where did I get my love for it? Well, you do develop an appreciation for it when you see how much work it takes to craft them. When you learn how they're constructed and how much work it is and stuff like that. But interestingly, I guess this is a side story, but when I was in high school, when I was younger, my life kind of fell apart. My family and all that kind of stuff. And there was a couple of years that were really, really tough. And I had, my sophomore year in high school, this teacher and her name is Nancy Nance. Another shout out to somebody amazing. And teachers, I can't say enough about you. You don't understand the, you know, positive effect on young people that you can have. Now, this wasn't about English. I mean, it was. I mean, she was great. I mean, she killed us. You know, she made us work. But really, the thing about Nancy Nance that was amazing to me at that point in my life was Miss Nance was statuesque and commanding and was a complete presence. When she walked in the room, everybody shut up. Like, she was just in charge. There was no doubt about it. And Nancy Nance was refined and elegant and dressed to the nines. She was a public school teacher, and she was just, oh my gosh. And the way she would walk around the room and everything was just like amazing to me. And she also wore some slamming jewelry. I'll just tell you that. Big rings in your face, no apologies, loved it. And, you know, for a young girl who was just struggling, it was really refreshing to be in the presence of this woman who knew exactly who she was. No apologies, nothing. She knew exactly who she was. And I found it refreshing. I mean, she was amazing, still is to this day, and I see her around. But the jewelry, yeah. And so I had a fondness, but didn't have an ability to collect any at that time. But I do now. And so it comes from gem shows, you know, in the Southeast. Sometimes it's, you know, local artisans that I meet, and I just really love their work. Some of it's passed down from my family, and some of it I made myself in college. So it's a whole collection of things. I hope that the long answer to your sort of short question, but that's the answer. Next question. You spend a lot of time outside. Can we see your Apple Watch tan? I guess. I mean, that seems weird, but see, I wear it all the time, and so I look like a strange little newt underneath there. So there you go. Now you saw it. And that was weird. Then we want to see your dance moves. That's not a question. You do realize it's a statement. So we're here to please. I'll try. So here you go. And remember, you asked for it. Hope you enjoyed this edition of Ask Julie. I don't know how informative it was or anything, but you asked, so we answered. But thank you for tuning in. Thank you for continuing to stick with us and watch and see what's going on here at Cheap Joe's, and we hope that you enjoy.